Well, the kings of the twin-stick shooter are back. Housemarque are basically the best at this sort of thing, with successes such as Resogun and Alien Nation. And their latest game, Nex Machina, is no exception. With a pure focus on gameplay, this intense arcadey shooter is like a test of your gaming skills. Every stage has waves of robotic enemies pouring in like a computer virus, taking over the screen with a mass of bodies and bullets. And they really don't like humans. If you let up even for a second, then you'll find yourself overrun as they spawn in all around you from every angle. You've got to use your twin stick skills to the max, creating openings and dashing through, circling around and squeezing through the gaps to try and stay alive, because one hit and you're dead. It's all about making split-second decisions. For example, where are you going to move, where are you going to shoot, when are you going to dash, and when are you going to use your secondary weapon, whether it's the laser for slicing through multiple enemies at once, or the sword to attack those directly in front of you, or my personal favourite, the power shot. This weapon needs both accuracy and timing, but get it right and it can take out a larger foe in one hit, as well as anything else that gets in its way. It epitomises the two skills needed to succeed at the game. The game's got a really fast pace, with each of the stages usually lasting around a minute. Even the music fits in with its electronic soundtrack that builds up and adds a sense of urgency. It's ominous too, with a dark undertone making you think that this is a fight you're not meant to win. The 5 different themed worlds ramp up in difficulty nicely, each adding a new set of enemies as you go, whether it's the basic robots that just swarm towards you no matter what, to the tougher stuff like the turrets that shoot in various different patterns. And of course, there's the bosses. A few of the stages do throw in something a little different, like for example a boulder chasing you. Or in the lab level there are some conveyor belts, but these are pretty few and far between. Most of the levels rely upon the layout and variety of the enemies to keep things feeling fresh, but it's a shame that the environment doesn't play a bigger role in what was going on. By the higher difficulties things can get insane. It's an absolute hell. I'm amazed the screen can keep up with what's going on because my eyes can't. It requires absolute focus to succeed. You need to get in the zone. But by boss 4 I am struggling. However, whenever you complete a stage smoothly, you get this sense of relief and satisfaction of overcoming it despite the odds. Eugene Jarvis created arcade classics back in the day, such as Defender and of course Robotron 2084. At the 2014 DICE Awards he met up with Housemarque and together they decided to make a game. In the 80s, you did have games with a story and a plot like Zork, but for the most part games are all about being picked up and immediately jumping into the action, just like in Robotron. Nex Machina is the evolution of that game. There's no story, in fact the trailer reveals more about what's going on here than the actual game does. It's all about turning it on and getting straight to shooting things. And of course strive for that high score. To do this, every stage is full of bonuses, whether it's the humans that you save to increase your score multiplier, or hidden beacons, or the snake-like visitors that you have to kill before they escape. All of these add extra points and extra challenge. The game can be played with 2 players, but with no online options you have to be sitting next to the person you're playing with, just like back in the arcades in the 80s, only then you were standing next to each other, not sitting. This quest for perfection can get frustrating, as mistakes happen way too often. But it's never the game's fault, it's always yours. You were too slow, or went the wrong way, or made a bad decision, so it's about practicing and getting better. In theory, in easy mode you can complete it in about an hour, but that's nothing, that's not what this game is all about. It's about upping the difficulty and training yourself to be able to handle it, so you'll be replaying it over and over again, learning how each level works. Plus there's a ton of secrets to find, which I usually found due to a stray rocket hitting a wall and revealing a secret stage. Even though there is a leveling up system, it's not really about leveling up your character, it's more about leveling up you as a player, just like the arcade classics it was inspired by. As I said, it can get frustrating, especially towards the end. There's certain parts where it doesn't matter how many continues I got, I'm not beating it. Continuing means you lose all of your upgrades, which means sure you can try again, but you're doing it with the starting pea shooter. So can reaching this boss be the limit that I can achieve? Hell no, I'm going to put in the practice, and one day when I beat this AI bitch I'm going to post the video. Until then, thanks for watching.